Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV, casting, well, just Lucky Fool's practice games. This is his first game against Vile.Hawk, so we'll see exactly what Hawk decides to do. Lucky Fool has been working on his Zerg all week to get his TVZ a bit better, and you know what happens when people do that? Well, their other matchups fall, so we're probably going to be seeing him go like TVT next. I mean, talking about later in the week. I should just stop there. So basically, we're going to keep an eye on what Lucky Fool does. He is trying out some super heavy econ builds. He's not going for any 2x or anything because, well, his TVZ is crap. He doesn't want to ever be behind in the game, so he wants to stay ahead at every opportunity he can, and he'd rather lose early game to some cheese instead of losing mid or late game because his macro fell. So that's what Lucky Fool is working on. We'll see exactly what he ends up doing. And Hawk, I don't know too much about him. I know he's on Team Vile because that's what it says. And other than that, I don't know much. Vile has Spanishawa and State. So Hawk, State, Spanishawa on Team Vile. Don't know if that means anything. I figured, well, just let you guys know if you didn't know. The 12 Rax is on the way, and Lucky Fool will be going for a 13 gas after that barracks. And that Overlord for Hawk is going to go up. He did not send any type of drone scouts. Looks like he's just going to go straight into that 15 hatch. Knows he can defend almost anything with that. And there goes the hatch right at 15. So he may be lagging, or that may just be an excuse because that pool or the hatch was timed perfectly. This one barracks is just about done. He's going to build a supply depot right here. And then eventually get a tech lab on this barracks, so he could go for a reactor on this barracks and go for multiple Hellions. We'll see exactly what he ends up doing. This one SCV is going to go scout Hawk first, and that's kind of interesting. The last game we saw him play on this map, he scouted north. In this game, he decides to scout west. He spawned in this base both games. I don't know what made him change his mind. And that one Marine is going to come out just to deny any type of drone scout, but Hawk doesn't send a drone scout, and he is going for a pull after that hatch, and then a gas around 18. You'll now falling for Lucky Fool. And after this Marine, this will tell us what Lucky Fool... Okay, well, that'll tell us. He's going to go for a reactor on this barracks and get multiple Hellions. And we'll see if this game he is on top of using his Hellions to deny creep tumors. Because many people nowadays, well, many low-level people, or not pros, think Hellions of just a harassing unit. They're not really that. They're good at harassing, don't get me wrong, but what they're really good at is giving 10 players map control early game, which will allow them to take a fast expansion safely, and possibly one after that. We see a lot of people now going for like 3 command centers very fast, not on this map because you got these destructible rocks, but if you're on like Shakur's Plateau, I know MVP goes for 3 CCs extremely quickly. There goes the one command center. This barracks is going to lift up, the factory is going to take its place. 2 Hellions are going to pop out. He's probably going to use those 2 Hellions to take this watchtower, and then 2 more are going to pop out. He's going to have 4 of them, and then that's when he decides to move into the base. He's going to move his Marines over here on this edge to maximize, well, their range, because the Ling would have to run all the way around to do any damage. So by moving this one spot, he didn't kill a Ling, but he didn't take any damage. One Overlord here for Hawk. Can see... Oh, he doesn't know those Hellions are going to be coming out. But he is getting a Spine Crawler. The Spine Crawler has a 50-second build time, and that means he started this around 4 minutes and 45 seconds, I think? Maybe 55? You really want to start that Spine Crawler at the 5 minute and 15 mark, and that'll be that Gosu timing. We do see the first creep tumor has gone out. Lucky Fool can't really deny this too much, just because the Spine Crawler is in range. He'll wait for the next tumor hop, and then he'll say, no, 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 you don't do that. As I did say, 2 Hellions go to this watchtower, waiting for the other 2. And Lucky Fool just getting a barracks behind this. Going to be swapping back. Going to get tanks and Marines. And now with 4 Hellions, he can deny creep tumors pretty easily. They do 8 damage, and creep tumors have 50 HP. So with 4 of them, you can take them out in just 2 volleys. And we have a macro hatch coming up for Hawk, and I love that play. I don't know, well, I don't think macro hatches are used enough from Zerg players. I know NrG does them all the time, and well, they just help out so much. These Hellions are just looking for Lings hiding anywhere. A lot of Zerg players will keep their Lings right here and some right here, so if you start moving up, then the Lings can get a surround on you instantly. And LuckyFool, again, leaving his Hellions at the watchtower, just playing it very safe. He could be down here in this area if he wanted to, but Hawk isn't being too aggressive with those tumors, mainly just connecting up for his third base, which it looks like he wants to take fairly soon. And LuckyFool is going to be doing a timing attack with, I think, 2 tanks. After this tank finishes, he should be moving out. Oh no, he hasn't started siege mode. There he goes. He's going to start siege mode after that second tank, so he's going to be a 4-tank timing attack. Most likely at 4 tanks, he'll move out. That's what it's looking like to me. eBay is up. He is going to be getting missile turrets fairly soon. He doesn't have to worry about mutas just yet. That layer has just started. And those Hellions going to come in and doesn't want to go too far. He knows, okay, got to do something with my Hellions eventually. He comes up and can't really do anything. And one thing people may not know, if you know this is where the creep tumor is, say you're attacking it, and let's see, if those Hellions go to this, that would be so good. He can see it. So he's going to start attacking this tumor. And now he's going to attack this tumor as this comes out. It looks like a 3-tank timing attack. A lot of Lings come. Those Hellions are in good HP. Lings are just going to do a counter attack. And LuckyFool not really too defended against that. But Hawk isn't really defended at his base. And those Lings decide, okay, well, we got to come back and defend. And it looks like LuckyFool may just be taking this game with this timing attack. Was 3 tanks, not 4 tanks. My bad. Those Hellions on the outside of this. They need to be on the other side. And so many Lings just pop out from Hawk thanks to that macro hatch. And defends it. LuckyFool is taking his third base. And as I was saying, if you damage a creep tumor and then it disappears on you, you know it wasn't cancelled, you can put 1 Hellion here, just where it was, and then attack that Hellion. And then the splash damage will actually take it out. And let's go over this worker count. 35 SCVs, 259 drones. And LuckyFool's only lost 1 SCV, so he is behind in the worker count pretty significantly. And it looks like he just forgot to build SCVs. Did cut some workers because there's no excuse. Well, maybe 37 at 11 minutes average, but I think he should be around 45. I want to say 35. And those Marines are going to take out these rocks. This Overlord does see... Oh, no, he doesn't see those rocks going... Oh, he can see the rocks going down, but he doesn't see the command center being built next to them. And nothing's on his map, so unless he clicks over that Overlord, he has no idea those rocks are going down. And he's going to be in for a rude awakening when that Overlord... Well, when those rocks go down, those Marines go to pick off that one Overlord. LuckyFool starting off with a missile turret because this is the time when mutas are supposed to be coming out, but it's 8 infestors. Hawk playing with this infestor playstyle, not going to go into mutas, at least right away. And this missile turret's still a good idea because it stops bird infestors. You always got to keep your eye out for that. This one Overlord poking in, trying to see what LuckyFool is doing. Is there a Ghost Academy out? What do you have? What does your tech look like? And let's look at the upgrades. Hawk is at 1-1. LuckyFool is at 1-0. And the worker count 46 to 66. And that is a lot of infestors now for Hawk. 8 infestors are out. That will make a Marine's day really, really bad. The PF is morphing over at the third base. And LuckyFool is defended against mutas. If you look at all the missile turrets, they're in place to defend against mutas, but no mutas are going to be coming out. It's infestor play, so LuckyFool wasted a lot of money, even one right here. So he is really just surrounding his base and mutants. You'd think he'd be playing like a TVT and making sure no drops get into his base with all the missile turrets he's placed around the perimeter of his base. But no, he's not. 82 drones to 52 SCVs. And that is a lot of infestors, now with a lot of energy. And I think that SCV may have spotted them with the help of that watchtower, but I don't exactly know. And this creep is just spreading everywhere. And LuckyFool moving out with a handful of Marines. This could be very bad. He's stemming up just a few. And Hawk now knows there's a clump of Marines coming. And uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a lot of Marines going down. And LuckyFool, he knows that. That blows. Let's see. Did Infestor get all those kills? I think the Lings cleaned it up. Yeah. I don't really see any high killed Infestors. But just know, a lot of Marines did die that battle. And he doesn't like that phone growth, as with many Terrans. And Hawk just has complete map control. And oh man, that was a big stand. That medevac's gonna, well, he has plenty of energy. He will heal those Marines up. But boy, was that definitely a big stem to deal with those Lings that never came. He had a PF up and he had tanks. And I really think that LuckyFool, he just either needs to be a lot more harassment or a lot more map control. And 9 ultras are coming out, 194 supply to 143. Those ultras should just win the game. 9 of them coming out, and they are at 2-2 upgrades. That Chitin plating almost done, and 3-3 is also just about done. He is taking his 5th base right now, and LuckyFool could not be in more trouble. He is going up for his 4th base. And that is definitely a lot of Infestors, a lot of Ultras, and a lot of Lings. This is going to take LuckyFool by complete surprise. Those Lings run up, see all the tanks there, and those Ultras are going to be like, huh, do we go? Nah. Let's just get more bases. He's going to spread Lings out at every single base to make sure LuckyFool doesn't take any. And he's going to get a backfill of lava up while he starts building his Greater Spire. And this will, well, he's just getting a Spire down. That will morph almost immediately into a Greater Spire. Going to let that 3-3 finish. But most importantly, he's going to just start getting a lot of lava queued up. So when he loses this army, he can immediately go back to 200. 200 also has to queue up some resources. But he has so much lava right now. I mean, he should probably just be trading armies at this point. What are you doing, drone? Yeah, he's got plenty of lava. Looks like 37 lava, and maybe even more now. So yeah, he's over 30 lava, and now LuckyFool deciding he wants to move out. And no, he doesn't. Hawk has a deadly force. LuckyFool needs to be very slow. Has a lot of ghosts, so we could be seeing LuckyFool be like MVP, go behind the game, build a bunch of ghosts, and then just win. But look at Hawk's map control right now, at least his vision. He has almost the entire map, and here we go. Big force. Those ghosts have to do EMPs, and snipes as well. Those tanks going down very quick. Sniping those ultras, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Huge funnel growth goes off on all those Marines. And those ultras still at high health. And not enough snipes could go off. There goes the GG.